Well, I noticed a lot of new faces this evening, and I'm so glad you all came. And I want you to know that this is a safe place to share. So if you want to tell us your story, there'll be no judgment.
Hi, my name's Charlie, and as you know, I have a problem. I am addicted to beautiful old cars. So today I just wanted to do a quick review of a spoiler that I bought. I noticed that whenever I was looking for interior parts or like body panels or just pieces and parts of cars in general for the last couple of years, in the Google search results, one of the first things that came up all the time was a company called CARiD. Some of you, most of you, if you're into cars, I'm sure you know who they are. I had never used them before. I was always looking for something specific from a specific company usually. But when I was just perusing, looking for spoiler options, I don't even know if I was looking for a spoiler. It might have just come up. But basically, had always wanted to put a ducktail spoiler on this car, on the C124. I think they look fantastic. One issue for us is that it's not something I would do myself. I think it's something I'd have to hire a body shop for. Some of you, I'm sure, have the skills to do it. We do not. So between the price of the actual item, I think usually I see them around $350 range, plus the cost to put them on. It's a little bit pricier than what I can afford right now. So I still may end up doing that at some point. But I happened to see something just called a lip spoiler on this CARiD. And I thought, this is pretty affordable. I'll put the link here in the description, and also so you can see the item that I was actually looking at. Just a really simple lip spoiler, fits on the back. It's pretty understated, but I think on a car, a classy old Mercedes like that's not necessarily a sports car, I thought something like that might look good. So I thought, hey, you know what? Let me grab this thing and I'll see how the process goes with CARiD, and I'll see how the product is, and maybe I'll do a review. So that's what I'm doing today. We got the package, opened it up, and I was pleasantly surprised. Let me tell you that I've purchased body panels and small parts like window louvers and things like that for cars before that I've put on, and if you don't pay a lot for them, they tend to be obviously super cheap, and when you're putting something plastic on your car already, it can be kind of sketch. And then when it doesn't sit flush, or it bows up on one side and you're constantly pushing everything back down and trying to refit it, it's just janky. I don't like it. So I was a little concerned about how this was going to be. I kind of thought if this is going to be like a lightweight, rigid plastic, it's going to always be popping up on one side or get bowed or just fly off the car or something like that. But when I opened up the package, I mean, this thing is like a really, really dense, like rubber, I guess. It's heavy. I'm not exactly sure what it's made out of, but I mean, when you hold it up, it's got plenty of play, and you can bend it a little, you can bend it and bow it, and everything, it holds its shape. So I was really pleasantly surprised with the quality of it. The other thing that I was stoked about was this CARiD was one of the few places that they would actually match your paint. So I put in the paint code when I ordered it, and it came already painted. That is amazing. It was a good deal. I don't know if it's a great deal because it's pretty small, but it was a good deal, I thought, and I thought it was worth taking a chance on and maybe change the look of my car a little bit towards what I want to do. The process for putting it on obviously is pretty simple. It uses 3M double-sided tape. We actually didn't do a step-by-step video of this because it's pretty basic, and I'm sure everybody's gonna have their own methodology as to what you're comfortable with as far as putting it on. But it was simple. You just got to be careful if you want to make sure it's even everywhere, and take some measurements and mark it however you're going to mark it, or use tape like we did. That seemed to work out pretty well. But it went on smooth. The color, I'll say, is not 100% perfect, but it's probably because this car has been fading for like the last 34 years. And so that was probably closer to the original color, which is fine. But I'm really stoked about the way it turned out, to be honest. So here's the car. I'm going to be doing an update video on other stuff that I've been doing with this car, but there is the lip spoiler. I think it looks great. Like I said, really understated, but it still, I don't know, it just adds something to it. I think it looks great. Gives it kind of that classy, sporty look. Get a look at it from the other side. And then just so you can see the color match, I mean, again, I think it's a little darker, but as you can see, as we get here into the sunlight, it's definitely just noticeable when you're looking at it up close. For something like this, I think it was great. Get a look at it. So again, that's the lip spoiler that I got from CARiD. I'm very happy with it. I think it was a good purchase. Didn't seem too expensive to me, but you guys decide for yourself. I didn't really compare it with a lot of other items out there, other than the ducktail spoiler, which is more expensive. I still may end up doing that at some point, but I do really like the way this thing looks. So we also have another video coming up that I'm gonna do, just kind of an update all around on the C124. It's clearly not done. What we really are needing to work on now is the suspension. We need to get it lowered a bit, and I need to decide what I want to do about the wheels. I don't know if I want to keep these wheels. It's kind of screwing with me because they're AMGs and a lot of people like them, and a lot of people are trying to talk me into keeping them. I'm not crazy about the way they look, but maybe if I lower the car, maybe some spacers on them, bringing them out just a little bit, just to widen the stance a little bit. But I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But you know, it's not going to be a finished product or even close to it until the wheels and suspension are done. But I did want to show you guys what it looks like and what we've done now that the headlights are all sorted. Oh, we got the hyper flash taken care of finally. We got those load resistors installed. Got the windows tinted, and we did some vinyl wrap on the inside, which I think looks pretty rad. So I'll do an update video coming up on the C124 so you guys can take a look. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, share with your car loving friends, and we'll see you on the next one.